Hi friends, welcome back. This is going to be my Ethereum video for today. This is Friday the 22nd of February 2020. A lot of twos in there, which is nice. Good old date there, 222222022. So just before we dive into the video, just wanted to say thank you so much to all 50 subscribers. That's wonderful. We've reached my first sort of benchmark here. I'm super excited and dead happy about that. So thank you everybody for that. Let's just dive on into the charts. Straight on into the chart, shall we? Hi, so welcome back, and here we are looking at the 24-hour chart for Ethereum, and we can see that we've continued to consolidate sideways in this flaggy formation after the rise up here, which would be our flag pull. And you can see that the overhead target currently is this 270 level. We've between the 270 and the 270 and 280, really you're kind of looking to see how the price reacts around there. You can see we've come up, busted through both of those levels in the past, but never managed to open and close above them and then come straight back down again. And really what we want to see is the prices opening and closing on the daily up there, above there. Indeed, the same thing applies essentially to the downside. If you're looking to short this thing, it's 241. It would be my entry price in terms of longs and everything else, generally speaking. But of course, we've got the 21 moving average coming in there around that area. And if they were to open and close below there, then we'd be looking to see if we can get down to 230 and 221. And I'd say that both those things would be fairly likely, because we'll probably actually retrace all the way back down to this particular Fibonacci retracement over here, the 382, around about 210 bucks. So we really don't want to see that happen, and we're talking big chunks of percentages being wiped off the prices there. And but we have had a pullback in the face of this 50. The red dotted line is 50 simple, and the white dotted line is 200 simple. So we've had a daily cross here recently. We've had a good solid more than 10% pullback in the prices since, which is actually more or less typical for this asset. So that's 15%. If you go right down to the bottom of that wick, that's 17%, you could say. So we've had a significant amount of pullback there in the around there. Has that been healthy in terms of the oscillators and what we're looking at? Well, potentially they've given them a chance to reset. They're going back towards the middle point there. This was living in this overextended zone up above the stochastics here, and they've come back into this area and look to be ticking around, in which case you get another run at this zone, which is where you want to be for making new highs in trends. And of course the MACD itself isn't actually divergent or anything, so that's good. And let's just nip on down to the lower time frames and see if we can see anything in this consolidation phase which might give us any insight as to where the price could be going. And looking across here, you can see that while this is a higher low here, it's sideways, so I wouldn't actually, it's looking for divergence during sideways price action is a little bit kind of one of those funny things, really, because we're not actually trending, so you tend not to be making higher highs and higher lows and all the rest of it. You kind of doing neither. Instead, you can look sort of to see if there's some sort of triangle pattern on the go here. Don't really like it on this time frame in terms of drawing it in. It's not quite so neat and easy. Just do it on the bigger ones just to make it so that it's all, oh gosh, a little bit easier. So could we be looking at something along these sorts of lines? I think that's a little bit generous even to be saying this sort of a thing too, but we could be, and in which case you could have anything. You could do this for another few days here, potentially up until say Monday and Tuesday and start of the next week before we actually even break out. So I could kind of see more sideways action in there. Yes, I can, and in which case the price targets just in general are those ones that I pointed out at the start of the video, and of course then in the sort of intermediate time frame, you're really looking at this level here. I mean, we really don't want to be opening and closing below 256 or so, 256 or so more or less, and we do want to see the prices opening and closing in terms of the bullish scenario above 270 in the meantime. But otherwise, that's basically your range for shorter term, lower risk and easier to manage targets. That's where I would be going between these two areas here. Greediness is to the top side up there, and fearfulness to the bottom side down here. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll be doing these videos every day. So I've already published a Bitcoin one. I'll be doing a chain link and what's the other one, Tezos video later on today. So you can stay tuned for them. Thanks very much for watching, like and subscribe and all that jazz, and let me know how you thought of the TA in the comments. If you want to see more detail, of course, the last couple of videos I've got a lot of detail in them. So this is more of an update one today on the weekend. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.